Shalom, shalom. Welcome to Rooted in Hebrew. And what in the world happened to the thing? Let me see. Hold on just for a moment. I'd like to welcome you all back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. It's been a moment. I'm trying to work on this schedule, getting things together more so, rebuilding this channel to your Relish radio show. And I didn't realize it was all this work was involved. But it is what it is, you know. And we got to do what we got to do. Oh. But at the same time, this question, it continues to linger. What's going on out there in the streets? And the reason why I say that, brothers, it's really not the streets. That question is devoted to us. It is absolutely devoted to us. There is, and truthfully, it has always been an attack on us, whether we knew it or not. If you didn't know, you didn't know. From the day that you came into this world, you was up under attack. And that's a fact. Now, with this awakening, if you really get into this awakening, you start to understand something, and you're starting to understand there's a correlation between you and Yahusha. If you go back and look at his life, that's recorded in our history book. He came through the word just like everybody else did. Father taught him carpentry, taught him a trade. He had a fondness of digging into the scriptures as a young child, but it didn't hit him. It did not hit him until he got baptized. That's when everything came back to him as to who he was and where he was from. Outside of that, he did not know when he was a child. He did not know where he came from. All he know, hey, this is my mother. This is my father. When I say father, not his biological father, but let's put it that way. But that was his father who raised him up, Joseph. And so, if you go on and look at his life, you started to see he got into he came to do the Most High's will at a mature age. He didn't start off as no teenager. Started off when he was 30 years old. He got baptized. He just felt that, yeah, this is something I need to do, and he did it. And with that, that's when the Ruach came upon him. It came upon him, and everything about him, boom, woken up. Brothers, look at his life and then look at your life. This awakening. Yet now we know who we are. We got it. Yahusha found out who he was. He got it. He knew what his mission was. And he went right into it. That's what he did. He went right into his mission. He knew good and well the day he started that, he had an uphill battle, not with his own, not just with his own people. He had to contend with the scribes, the Pharisees. He had to contend with, Judah. He had to contend with the other lost sheep. Then he had to contend with the disciples, because don't get it twisted. The disciples, the 12, they was affected by what they was accustomed to, and they was accustomed to who was always like the best, who was a number one leader. That's something that Yahushua had to deal with his disciples. So now his battle coming to do the Most High's will, it started off as a battle. And please, do I need to really mention that he fed the sick, raised the dead. All of this made his battle even harder when he had to tell individuals, hey, don't go telling people, don't go in the streets telling them I did this for you. This is what he had to say in order for his mission, so he can flow somewhat smoothly through. But that was a short mission that he had. It was only for 3 years. It's like he woke up, he was awakened by the Most High into the wilderness amongst his own people, because it was his own people who took his life, who lied against him. It was his own people. The same thing is happening right down to this very day, brothers. When the Most High said he's going to raise us up, awaken the dry bones, yeah, we was happy. We was. I ain't gonna lie. Yes. You kind of find out you are a very important people on this planet Earth. You're the most important people on this planet Earth. Yes, that's something to dance to, be happy about. All right. But then there's a reality check. The rest of the world ain't trying to work. The rest of the world is not, they're not dancing. Because the rest of the world know exactly what your mission is. And I say your mission, because when it's all over said and done, it's going to be ours. And so now, truthfully, with this awakening, the devil is saying, these niggas done woke up. That's what he's saying. It's been said. Now it's in the walls. They know it. So now they got to bring I ain't going to say their A game, but they got to keep you occupied somehow with this awakening. All right, what did they do? All righty. They got themselves tied into religion. Hey, we already got their minds tied in. They just trying to hold on and hold our family somewhat in bondage, captivity, mentally, spiritually speaking. And that is what the devil is doing right down to this very day. And he had a whole lot of time to put this stuff. He had some time to put this together. That's what he did. He had some time. He orchestrated his lie, put his lies together, ripped our book. And then you ask the question, you'd be thinking, well, why did the Most High stop him from doing this? One thing I would say about that is there's nothing that the devil can do that the Most High cannot. I'm not going to even say undo. That he has not already got it in place. That's the thing. What we got, brothers, truthfully, this awakening, okay, fine, Danny, brothers. When I say that this is that time we need to really concentrate on us, that spirit that is within us, something is going to bring it out. Something is going to happen where that spirit is going to come out. Period. It's going to come out. And the world is going to see it. This world is going to do something to us that's going to bring that spirit out. I'm quite sure it's going to be shocking to us. And to some, to the world. Because this spirit is important. It's part of the awakening. The awakening to find out who you are. All right, that's phase one. To have that ability to see your brother or sister sick, and you have that ability to heal them. You have that ability to raise them from the dead. That's the spirit that the Most High said is in you. But we hear it, it goes in one ear and out the other. Because we so encapsulated with fear. And we got to get away from that fear, brother. Off the top, we got to get away from it. We got to fight to get away from fear. And the more you fight to get away from fear, fear weakens. Because now, if we're talking about the spirit, and you're talking about reaching and getting into that spirit, you got to start destroying fear. You brothers see me make music, and it deals with cancer. Me personally, I'm not suffering from cancer, but I've seen other people suffer from cancer. I seen one sister. It's like she just literally melted away. But I seen what it could do. I seen what it did to the family. And I'm gonna tell you something, brothers. The devil knew this. The devil knew it. They went through slavery. They got manhandled. They got stomped. They raped our sisters. Did some heinous things to our forefathers. And still doing them. Still doing it. They taught us absolute fear. That's the devil himself. Shalom, shalom, Brother Dave. Glad you was able to make it in, bro. That's that absolute fear that oh yeah, they raped our brothers too. What do they call it? Bug breaking? They did it. They did that. But the thing is, they taught us fear. Brothers, and I know we going through centuries of fear. And what's so killing about it, the fear that we have in us, and I say have, is working against us. You go into the hood. What? We do not have a problem with laying another brother or sister down. We will lay them down, put a couple of bullets in them, and we'll walk away like we did something, holy. That's the devil. That's his residue. But now we're on a whole different path than that, brothers, truthfully. And this is just a warning right down to this very day. We need to kill fear. I mean, however, by any means necessary, fear needs to be done away with us. And the more we get rid of fear, the more we will understand that power that's within us. Brothers, some months ago, I was talking about the name of the Most High. And I caught this video. And I did my research. I mean, I looked at what this brother was saying and everything. I'm like, all right, this brother's up on something. All right, cool. I got it. The Most High's name is in your DNA. It's in your blood. When the Most High said that same spirit that was used to raise Yahushua from the dead is within you, and he give you the authority over your enemies. Brothers, who is your number one enemy? Man is a joke. Our battle, the Most High told us, is not against flesh and blood. It's against Satan and his demons. That's who it is absolutely against. That's where our fight starts, and it's going to end with that. Brothers, I went to the sister's house today. I had to install some equipment. And she said, God sent you here. God sent you here. Because I had a whole lot of things on my mind. She said, I'm looking at all of my friends dying. Shalom, shalom, Sister Van P. This is what she said. So we talked and things. She said, no, you're right, brother. We need to study that Bible for ourselves. Because they just telling us. We need to learn it for ourselves. And I said, well, sister, you got to ask yourself this. Why is it we're the only people that's getting manhandled? And I went down the list and everything. She said, brother, I never thought about it like that. I mean, they got it, you know, her and her husband, grandkids, has a very nice house. Very nice. She said, I work, I got a college degree, I did this job. She said, and here I am, semi-retired, and I'm sick. She said, I got bags of medicine. I said, sister, ain't that crazy? You didn't look forward to this. You think, you know, you will have money. You and your husband ride up and down the streets or get on a plane, take a trip. She said, that's not the case. And she said, I'm going to have to really sit down and think about what you just said. Because I do believe there's something in me, but I just don't know what it is. So we had a conversation and everything. It went good. And she's, you know, and I hope things work out for the sister. But this is what we are contending with, brothers. This is the day we need to start killing that fear. We need to start killing it, because the Most High is not going to wait on, he's not going to wait on us. He's telling us, you have this in you, and you're going to need it in the very near future. And that future right now, brothers and sisters, is right in front of, it's here. It's present. It's absolutely present. Just because I'm making all this this music talking about cancer, that's what the moment you stand up to fear, sickness disappear. The Most High already said you have the authority. The thing about it is, brothers, we gotta fight to get it, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. Now, however, this what did they call it? Tribulation. This great tribulation is going to stop at this system. I don't know, but the most one. He said, if it wasn't cut short, no flesh would survive. Now, brothers, let's understand this. We went through our tribulation. Jacob's trouble started 70 CE, ended with the end of this, ended with the 400-year captivity. Now, the Most High said that all the curses that was upon us are going to be what? flipped on to the nation. Now, you're talking about a great tribulation, and that great tribulation is going to have the curses that was upon us put upon them, but it's going to be doubled. So now I see a great tribulation for this world. We took our discipline. This is that gathering moment. This is what we had. But before this gathering, brothers and sisters, we will have to fight this fear. In order for us to have that spiritual power that's going to be needed. And it seems like, I'm just saying seem, brother, because truthfully, I can't say scripturally. It seems that everybody won't have that gift to do that. But for you brothers and sisters that may have it, you need to start using it. If you know you have that ability to fight fear, fight it. You know exactly, being a black man, let me see. A black person. We can pick up on when a person is being disrespectful. We can. Or they've been prejudiced. I mean, we got accustomed to it. We can pick up on it. This is that time, brothers, where we need to start taking this thing of fear a lot more serious than before. Granted, yeah, we woke. This awakening got layers to it, brothers. It has layers. Now, we know what the Most High said, because he said, Yahushua said it, that in the time of, the time of the end, but it's not yet, all of these things will be taking place. Brothers falling out with brothers and things of that nature. And we seeing it. But Yahushua was saying, truthfully, it's going to be a distraction. It's going to happen, but don't let it distract you. He talked about sickness, but he was saying, hey, it's a distraction. All of it, everything that's going to work against this awakening is going to be a distraction. Because the moment you realize that strength that's within you, and you understand it, and you start wielding that, you start to wield it, you start throwing out authority, brothers, you brothers and sisters will be on a whole different plateau. But it's going to be needed. That's the thing. It's going to be needed. It's the reason why the Most High keeps pushing that spirit that was used to raise Yahushua from the dead is within you. Why is he saying this? Now it seems like these brothers on YouTube are stressing this authority, this spirit. That's the thing. That's how the Most High is moving. Shalom, shalom, Sister Kathy. This is how he's moving. Hey, when a lot of things that our brothers and sisters go through, it's for the glory for the Most High. All right. Case in point. When Yahushua, who was that? The disciples, the disciples were telling him that Lazarus was sick, but he was in another town. With Yahushua, he knowing this, He didn't get up and go visit Lazarus and heal him or nothing. He didn't. The Most High allowed him to fall asleep in death. That's what he did. He allowed him to fall asleep in death so that Judah would believe that he is the resurrection. So what happened? They came back and said, he died. Been dead for like, what, 3 days? 3 days he was dead. And then Yahushua went there, told Lazarus to come on out. Lazarus came out. Who was that for, Israel? Why did the Most High make a scene? Why did he make a scene? So that he may be seen. This is the Most High's love. This is his love. He allowed Lazarus to die because he knew he was going to raise him up. And this is for Judah to start believing in him, and not just Judah at that time. It was for you. The ones that are living right down to this very day. That's who it was for. You didn't see the resurrection, but yet and still you believe. That's who it was for. That's who it is absolutely for. Now he's telling you that same spirit that Yahushua used to raise Lazarus from the dead is within you. Why you think the Most High is emphasizing that so much nowadays? Brothers and sisters getting on here talking about the same thing. You have the authority. This been given to you and thing. They going through those same scriptures, brothers. Yeah, granted, not one of us ever seen nobody raised up from the dead. It seems like it is an absolute impossible task to do. Shalom, shalom, Sister Lenya. Yes, just like what the sister said, it is time for us to understand and walk with the divine power granted to us. This is that time, brothers. Yeah, it sounds like it do sound like it is an absolute impossibility for someone like Brother Dave to walk around and say, look here, I'm at this funeral. Look, you get up out there, casting, let's get on out here. It's for somebody to get up and walk out. It sounds like it sounds impossible. It's not. It's not, brothers. The Most High is telling you you can do it. But one thing, what we do, fear kicks in. Man, I feel, I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I do feel like I can say something, but I ain't gonna have these people around here laughing at me. That's that fear that the devil had put in every last one of us, from our forefathers, right up to this very day. That's what they have done. That's what he done. And this is the reason why I say, brothers, we got to get rid of this fear. We got to get rid of it. And the more you get rid of the fear, the more that spirit is going to stand out. That's going to be a fight. And we just got to fight it. Well, what, brothers? Nothing has ever came to us easy. And this is the thing. This here don't have to come to us. We already got it. We just got to conquer fear itself and place that trust where that trust belongs. That's what we need to do. The sooner we start doing that, brothers and sisters, you may hear the gossip. Man, I heard this brother went over to somebody's house and healed them. They were seriously sick. And that gossip will turn into a reality. And it's going to be a truthful reality. That's what it's going to be. See, we thinking that, hey, we can't raise nobody from the dead. I mean, what? My cousin been dead for 5 years. What I'm gonna say? Get up and come home. Keep pushing it. Yeah, you will be able to do that. The scriptures clearly stated that happy and holy are those of the first resurrection. Who are the holies? Who are the holy people? Come on now. Yes, there's going to be a resurrection. It is. There's going to be a healing. It is. The Most High wants us to believe it. And he wants us to start saying it. He wants us to start doing it. He's not going to continue to wait on us, brothers. I'm going to be straight and frank with you. He knows the spirit that he got in each and every last one of us. He knows exactly who has that will to dig for, to get it, and to stand out. That's one thing he do know. Now, you know for a fact that you got this in you and you holding back. Oh, you may be standing before that judgment seat of the Most High because you fearing what man may say. Well, I get up and I say, tell this person, this cat, get out, live or whatever. I ain't gonna make a fool out of myself. That's that fear that's standing there. And you know for a fact you got a spirit in you that when you speak, you have that authority that goes right along with it. My question is this. How many of you brothers and sisters got it in you? That's the question. And if you know for a fact that you got that spirit in you, you need to start attacking fear. You need to attack fear like it's cancer. We hear the word cancer, whoa, we fall apart. What's the first thing that kicks in? Fear. And then after that, death. A fear of dying. And the Most High telling you, you have life in you. All you got to do is speak it. Come on now. But the devil got us accustomed to fear. He knew exactly who we were, and he knew I have to work on these people. I got to make laws against these people in order for him to continue to live. At least, for some time. I need that fear to be invoked. I need fear to rewrite their DNA. That's what he needed. He needed fear to rewrite your DNA. And the Most High said, he didn't give up on us. But he is encouraging us. Dig for this strength. Get it. And the only people that's going to understand that is people who suffered just like you. You want to talk about a people walking around smiling and crying. That's gonna be us. That is absolutely going to be us. We've been tested on. What makes these Negroes tick? That's the world. Now the world is seeing an awakening. They're seeing, these Negroes they're getting beside themselves. They're starting to see it. Yeah, don't get me wrong, brothers. Each and every last one of us got a light that's shining. We do. It may be dim. It may be dim. The thing is this, though. You can brighten that. You can brighten that light. You can brighten that light because the scriptures do say that the world is going to recognize the spiritual light that we have. It seems that we will be doing something before our exodus that the world is going to see, because the world is going to see, hey, we want you people because we see that the Most High is with you people. They're going to see some things that they never seen before. We have always been in the lead, truthfully. When nations come in and they get mistreated, who is the first people to stand up behind them? We was. But the scriptures had to be fulfilled. They will advance right in. They walk up to you, get the help, and advance in front of you. Yahushua said, my kingdom is no part of this world. Israel, we couldn't be no part of the world. We could not be part of the world. We could not advance. This is not our world. We fought to get ahead, and that's all we did was fought. That's all we did. We fought we fought a battle that was unwinnable. That's the thing. It was unwinnable. You could talk about Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was not going to interfere with the Most High's will. Although it was, Black Wall Street was looking good, but it was contaminated with this system. That's what it was contaminated with. This system that's coming in, smack brand new. Jacob ruled. That's what it's going to be. So yes, we are not going to get ahead. As long as we are in this system, no, we're not going to get ahead, brothers. And don't take it as a depressed statement. It's just, this is not your world. This is Satan. Whatever Satan said, look at, I want my stuff back. And he want it back from you. Only thing that you can do, brothers and sisters, is give it up to him. Because that stuff, what he got is going to rust. That's all it's going to do. This is what the Most High is telling us. He's, y'all just realize you're a lot more. You just don't know how rich you are. You're so rich, it is unbelievable. Absolute. I see brothers here talking about crypto, doing this here, doing that there. All right, do it for a moment. But I'm telling you, your greatest riches is going to be outside of this system. It will not be in association with it. Period. But with this, and to show the system, this system of Satan, how strong the Most High is, it's going to be flipped. But it's still going to be Satan's system. But Satan's system is going to suffer. Yeah, when it's all over said and done, Sister Kathy, you're right. He's the only one. But he's telling us what we need to do. He's telling us that you have this power in you. And truthfully, it's not for your glorification. It's for the Most High. Because when you realize you got this power, you start to wield it, every type of glory is going right back in. Whatever gift that you may have, brothers and sisters, is going to go right back to the Most High. Where are you getting this from? We serve the true Creator. Our power comes from Him. And then when the world look back, hey, all right, either they're gonna get upset, or they're going to what? They're gonna bow down and give worship to the Most High by means of you. Shalom, shalom, Sister Padia. Shalom, Sister Tracy. That's what's going to happen. And we're right there at the, brothers and sisters, truthfully, we're about to cross the street. Because you're going to see brothers, you're going to see sisters start rising. They're gonna start putting that fear to the test. They're gonna start slapping fear in the mouth, busting lips, throwing some L's. It's about to get heated when it's all over said and done. It's about to get heated. Now with this awakening, now you taking this awakening, we got to take this awakening a whole lot deeper. We got to. I mean, what? The Most High put it, the rattling of the bones. Then he come with the muscles and everything else that was that came on and made a body. Then he put the breath of life in us. We got that life, brothers. And with that life, we got to pull out that spirit of authority. You remember when Yahushua was walking the earth and the scribes and the Pharisees, what was one of the things they kept on questioning him with? Who gave you this authority? By means of who do you do these things? That's what they kept on asking him. What authority are you get to raise people from the dead? To feed all these people with small portions? To cure sickness that they couldn't deal with? He set the example for you 400-year brothers and sisters. That's who the example was set for. It sounds unbelievable that these people will wake up and do these things. Did not Yahushua say you're going to do greater things than he did? He said these things, brothers. We happy we woke up. All right, fine. We got to take this awakening the way the Most High said take. We got to go deep with it. We got to go deep with this awakening. Pull out that spirit. It'll be a happy time to see a brother or sister with that authority. And when you see one, here come another one. Oh, got another brother, got another sister. And then you're going to see things. You want to talk about a world that's upset? You let one of these brothers wake up and they have that authority. One. That's all you be talking about. One. The devil gonna be he's gonna be all over the place. Who let this nigga get to this power here? Because he know that one is going to turn into 2 to 20, 20 to 100. They do know this. What's that dude's name? He was a politician, or I think he was, or he worked with some politician. And they asked him back in, I think it's the 40s, 50s, what was the most dangerous thing for the United States? And he said that for Negroes to come together. Now, brothers and sisters, ask yourself this. Out of all people on this planet Earth, let me go back. Let me back up. Out of all these people in the United States, why were we the biggest threat? Because Satan sitting at that throne knew exactly what he needed to tell that man. Those niggas are a threat. Those niggas wake up. The devil is saying, it's going to be hell to pay. And I'm not cursing. Now, the world is getting a taste of it. His system is getting a taste of this awakening. The fact that you woke up, you know that you're Israel. That is an absolute blow to the devil. Now he's upset. Now he's starting to realize if they wake up and they realize that they got this power of authority, they're going to tell me what to do. What was that? Luke? No. It was Luke chapter. Luke chapter 12, if I'm not mistaken. When Yahushua gave the disciples their power, told them what they can do, gave them the authority, and they went out and they was casting out wicked spirits out of people, feeding people, healing people. They came back to Yahushua overjoyed. They just couldn't believe that the devil was subjected up under them. They could not believe it. We're truthfully, brothers, we're in the same predicament. Only thing about it is they did will that they did will that authority. They did. They did. The only difference that's going to happen is this. Sister Kathy said, Yah is the only one who could save us. True. But he still want us to he still want us to have that authority, and he want us to wield it. When Yahushua, when they murdered him, peace left. I said peace left. Because Jerusalem was about to be destroyed. It was about to be destroyed. And he knew this, and he shed tears because he said, he was talking about how beautiful the walls was and everything. But he said a stone would not be left here upon another stone, and this place not be torn down. Hold on just for a moment. I'm back. And so Jerusalem got destroyed. Sister Tracy, it's the last one. We do. You got to be very wise. And brothers, you may have that gift of resurrection. It ain't like you go ahead and you just said, you start thinking you go ahead and hit up every church at a funeral and think, boom, boom, boom. It don't work that way. Everything is guided by what? The Most High's will. We don't just go ahead, I got the power to do this. No. We know everything that we do, brothers and sisters, is guided by the Most High's Ruach, his spirit. That's one thing we do know. And you're right. The Most High expect us to use it in that way. But it's going to happen. Brothers and sisters they're going to use it. They're going to wake up to this power that they do have. That's one thing that is going to happen. That's not going to stop. I mean, if a brother or sister just, no, I don't think I got nothing. And that may be that brother or sister who do have something. Something will happen in that person's life where that flame of fire is going to come out. It ain't going to stay dormant. I don't care what you talk, it is not going to stay dormant. If the Most High deemed it, he's going to bring it forth. It's going to come out. For it's going to be for the glorification of his great and holy name. He said he's going to let the world know that he has always loved you. I tell you, I hear everybody talking about how Israel is done away with. You can go to some scriptures, brothers and sisters. I mean, black and white. Read it. Never would I totally abandon my people Israel. They don't want to hear that. It's like the devil got them blind, deaf to certain words. But when you've been teaching a lie for so long, the lie becomes a spell. That's what it becomes. It becomes a spell. And brothers and sisters, when people can pray over their certain products that they sell to us, that's to keep us down. Why do you think these sisters are waking up from this weed? Why do you think brothers and sisters now are getting into growing their own foods now? They're awakening up. Well, let me take that. Let me back up. Let me put it in reverse. Let me back up. We woke up and we were fighting to do better. Put it that way. That's what we're doing. We're fighting to do better. Growing our own foods. That's what's happening. And now, but that's the problem though. That's a problem for the world. That's going to be a problem because eventually, what? That $1.2 trillion that we spend outside of us will not be spent any longer. Because what? So they look into it. You know what? I want to get my own weave. Or I want to get me some linen fiber and replace it with this plastic stuff. Linen fiber is a plant, brothers. That's what that is. All it takes is the right sister, the know-how and doing the research, knowing how to maneuver it into weave. But now this is the thing about it though. If you weave that into your hair, braid it into your hair, only thing that fiber that linen is going to do is grow your hair and thicken up your hair. That's all it's going to do. That's all it's going to do. It's a plant. And then, but you have a sister who got a business doing that. She weave it, she whatever color she want to do, whatever, boom. But it's a health plant. The oil that comes out of that is called I be forgetting the name of this oil, and it be on the tip of my tongue. Flaxseed oil. That's what it's called. Flaxseed oil is for your fingernails and hair. But now you taking a plant, you're braiding it in your hair, and you're using the oil to rebuild your hair. All it takes is with the right sister to put that together to start her business, or brother. But then you don't have that worry that you got somebody who prayed over some weave. You don't you don't have, when you got these brothers and sisters being self-sufficient, having their own restaurants, where brothers and sisters know I can go over here and eat here. I can trust this brother and his food. You can't trust these restaurants, brothers. They got so many different chemicals in their food. It is absolutely unbelievable, and it is absolutely designed to work against you. That sister, I went to go do hook up this equipment. Her and her daughter came out talking to me about their son. The boy, the young man in 14, he was talking about how much he hated his mama. That's what he was saying. I hate you. I hate you. Brothers and sisters, y'all may think I'm joking. 10 minutes later, 10, 15 minutes later. Hold on. Hold on just for a moment. Hold on.
Let me see. Do you all hear me? Who's the last person? Sister Melody, do you hear me? Put a one in the chat because I lost signal. Maybe this thing is not working. Oh, loud and clear. Okay. You know what? I ain't been sending this thing. I don't see. All right, but I stay right here. But no, I don't know which the last. I was talking about the young man and what had happened. They saying he was dealing with some autism or whatever situation may be, and then they said how he was on some medicine and thing. And I spoke on the medicine, and I said, that a lot of the medicine is built truthfully against you. And I said, my nephew was on some of that medicine, and he grew breasts and everything. They said, yeah, he's growing breasts too. I like, nah, you need to talk to the doctor to rectify that matter. But they would throw anything out there for you. That's what the world would do, and they're doing it. And it's just the struggles that you got to go through in this world. Period. You got to go through it. You got to see how difficult this system can be for you in order for you to appreciate where you're coming from and where you are going to. Because now, what? Let's imagine, you grew up in a very rich house. You grew up around maids, landscapers, drivers. No, you're not going to really appreciate it. But if you suffered and you gradually work yourself into something like that, you're going to appreciate where you are at and where you do not want to go back to. This is where we're standing right down to this very day. This very day, this is how we're standing. We're coming to appreciate the suffering, the discipline. That's what we are coming to appreciate. Because when it's all over said and done, we're going to look back at this stuff here, and then you will realize this was a necessity. Because the more you understand your struggles, and then where you go be at, you will see how everything everything was put in place. How things should work, how things should be played out. All right, granted, yes. And it's not something that we want to, what's the word? Look down or take it for granted. Because a lot of brothers and sisters struggle. And if you read about some of our forefathers in slavery, there was one particular sister, and she had two kids, and her slave owner sold her and her two kids, and she was on this boat. She was already being mishandled, just abused. But she said to herself, death is better than this bondage and than this captivity. She tossed both her babies into the river, the lake river, and then she went, died. See, on TV, it may do a tad bit of justice, but when you start seeing brothers and sisters like on the slave ships, you see them how they have all chained up together. But when the food started running low, what did they do? When the food started running low, they had to get rid of some of that cargo. All they had to do was take one who was chained up to like 20, that one, gravity. And brothers, now this is the thing. Imagine in your head how those brothers sinking, couldn't swim, fighting for life. This is that demonic stuff that has happened. That history is not just here. We understand it. And to a degree, to a degree. You want to talk about people that can get upset? That's so big. That'd be us. We could. I don't care how they go back and remake it. There's a sense of I felt that pain. This is the reason why, brothers. I mean, if we look back at it, yes, it's been inculcated in us as fear, and that's what it did. The rest of the brothers and sisters that was on these slave ships that seen this, all it did, all fear just kept fear. Whatever light they had on them, over time, brothers and sisters, it kept dimming until it just dimmed out. That's where but then that's where you come right back to the time of the end. But the Most High said, I'm going to wake my people up. Now that's when you start getting that dimmer, that little dim light. You're starting to see that hope. Shalom, shalom, brother Robert and sister Angela. Shalom. This is what's happening. Now that light, brother, it's not dim light. No, this light nowadays, it's beaming. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this. I mean, the reason why I say it's beaming because you're getting brothers to read the Bible. You're getting people to start and reading their Bibles. Beforehand, they didn't read the Bible. They just listened to a person. Now they're reading it. They're getting an understanding. That's when the scripture said the light get brighter and brighter. This is what we are right now to this very day. We got next. Shalom, brother. This is what we at. These last days are nothing to be played with. They're nothing to be played with. There's not there. This should not be that time where you want to take things for granted. That's one thing you do not want to do, scripturally speaking. You're going to have your trials. You're going to have your tribulations. Brother Earl, shalom, shalom. You're going to have them off the top. Scripture says this. The scripture says these things. Hold on, just one moment. What is this? Hold on. All righty, that's what it is. All right, I'm back. But this fear, brothers, this fear, it has to be nipped in the bud. And when I say fear, you got to go in deep with it. Because fear ain't number darkness when it's all over said and done. Because you're fighting against two things, the darkness and the light. Scripture said, what did the darkness have to do with the light? Absolutely nothing. That's what you got to fight against, is fear. And we got a whole lot of it. We got a whole lot. But then at the same time, you've been fighting all your life anyway. So it's just, you truthfully, you're maneuvering your fight. That's it. You got to maneuver your fight. And it got to be devoted strictly just for fear. There's a whole lot of fear that needs to be fought. And it can be overcome. That's one thing that can be done. Fear. And that's what the world uses. Everything is all about fear. I mean, what? You got these guys talking, and let's go old school rap. Old school rap, that's all they talked about. Oh, how you don't want to mess with me. I'm a bad so-and-so this. I'm a so-and-so this. I'm a so-and-so that. That was just to put fear in that person to keep them away from messing with them. That's what it was. That's what do people call it? A fear tactic. That's exactly what it is. A tactic that the world use to keep people in this place. And truthfully, it works. It works. The Most High don't do that. He give you the opportunity to use your free will to make a choice. That's what he does. He does that. You can make a choice. And so now we have a choice to make. Truthfully, brothers, if you feel you have the spirit of authority in you, work on it. Use it. Because that's what it's there for. It's for the glorification of his great and holy name when it's all over said and done. That's what it's for. Nowadays, fear kicks in. I can't say that, what's the word? That we are bowing down to it like that. I think that truthfully, fear is losing. Truth be told now, that's just me. Because people are starting to understand what's in your mind can disrupt your body. It's going to be a pro or it's going to be a con, one or the other. What, brothers? Oh, who was that? David and Goliath. What was the fear tactic in that? It was what the Israelites seen. That's what it was. It was what they seen. They seen this old tall giant. That's what they seen. And then what fear kicked in? Fear kicked in. Fear been around for a very long time, brothers. The 12 spies, and only 2 came back with a good report. The other 10, no. We shouldn't go there. Nope, leave those people alone. They taller than us. We look like ants compared to those people. And took the Most High and just threw him up under the bus. That's what the 10 did. The 10 did that. But the Most High got so high. Well, you can't blame him. He got highly upset at them. He go like, you playing me weak, like I'm nobody. And you took the flesh and put the flesh in a spiritual position, sitting on a throne, and you fed into fear. And only Joshua and Caleb, only 2 out of the 12. That's what the situation was. But this is what the situation is right down to this very day. What, brothers? Yeah, I made that song. Y'all's at the back door. He is at the back door because I noticed that people put him at the back door. They would sit up and get cancer. And the first thing, oh yeah, I'm relying on the Most High, yeah, and things of that on God. But at the same time, truthfully, they giving credence to cancer. They feeding the fear. You may have a plant right here that making, hey, oh no, it'll do this to you and help you out. Some that got to the point, I don't want to hear nothing about no herbs. That's what individuals say. They don't want to hear nothing about no herbs. But they trust in what the doctors say. The doctor becomes a god. That's that fear that we jumped into. That's what we did. They want to step out like they gods and everything. Now, this is the reason why I make those songs about cancer, because this is what I have noticed. But brother, I'm trying to light a fire up under it. That's what I'm trying to do, is light a fire up under people who's dealing with cancer, depression, and things of that nature. But hey, this right here starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. Sister Tracy, let me tell you something. a lot of medicines has the herbs in it. A lot of the medicines have the herbs in it, but it's a very small portion of it. They know that this plant can do this here. If you, if you, whatever medicine you have, look at it. Find the herb that's in your medicine, and then go find that herb and use that herb as your medicine, and see the difference in it. This is the information we should have, because when you're reaching out to man, man is going to do what he want to do. Man is thinking about his bottom dollar. How can I turn this into? How can I get this person to buy me a boat? How many patients do I need to have this mansion built? You become a dollar sign. And the health industry is a $1 billion industry. Got a lot of sick people out there. They got to keep people sick in order for them to make money. This is the system that Yahushua said his kingdom is no part of. It's a wicked system. When you really break it down, how this system works, it's demonic. It is absolutely. Now, Sister Tracy said my friend died of breast cancer. I went to try, but this, but sister, this is the thing. It's like you have to encourage them not to dip into fear. When they want to talk about herbs, truthfully, the scriptures say, hey, the leaves of the nation, the leaves are for the curing of the nation. I mean, life and death is in the tongue. And we saying that is a truthful statement right down to this very day. Right down to this very day. It is an absolute true statement. And there's more death being spoken than life. But brothers and sisters, truthfully, if you look at, let's just talk about cancer. What are the two main things for cancer that affect Black people? And I'm talking about men and women. It's going to be breast cancer, prostate cancer. Two top dogs. Those two top dog are the highest amongst African American. That's what at least that's what they say on the news, right? Brothers, when I say that, hold on, sister Tracy, you said, see, hold, let me go back. Boom, boom, boom. So is this how that awakening is going to happen for them? That's going to remain to be seen. I tell you, because it just leave you speechless when it's all over said and done. That's what it does. That's what cancer is fear attack. I mean, it just wasn't that. It was what was the other one? COVID. When it came out, what was it saying? When it started to grow in strength, who was the people that they said was the number one, the highest risk of getting COVID? Who was the people? Black people. Black people was the ones who was, yep, there you go, Brother Dave. Black people. But when everything tapered down and It all started falling off and everything. They come to find out black people didn't die like a lot of the other people did. But they put us out there though. So ask yourself this question. Why is it that African Americans are always the forefront when it comes to these types of things? Cancer, C-19, things of that nature. And if you don't want to ask yourself that question, stay in the dark then. Stay in the dark until one day you may see some light. But you have people who do not want to know. Who do not want to know. Yeah, but I mean, this is the reason why I say fear. Fear has to be attacked. The more you fight fear, that's once you hit fear in the lip and knock it out of the box, it's that mindset. It's in the mind. It's in the mind. When these doctors say this, and say, well, you know what? If you don't take this medicine, you're going to start experiencing this, you're going to start experiencing that, and so and so, so and so. And they already put it right there in front of you. They just tell me what you're going to experience. And trust and believe, when the doctor tell you that you got this particular sickness, this is what's going to happen. It's the fact that he said it to you. It's in your head. And all you hearing in your head is what all he said, what's going to start happening. What's happening with this picture, brothers? He's telling you what's going to happen. And you, in your mind, you wait for these things to happen, and eventually you see one. Oh, he said this was going to happen. And truthfully, at that particular time, Brother Dave, that's all we had to do was step into the sun to get vitamin D. To get vitamin D. I mean, what, brothers? Let's put it out this way then. Late 70s, early 80s. That's how long AIDS been out. Late 70s. They planted it there to drop the population of people. That's what they did. This is a known fact. They did these things, but the people are still living. They're still living. And then, like in the Congo, they have the cure. They have the cure to it, and they're using it. Dr. Sebi came up with the cure. What happened to him? Laid him down. They killed him. It's Sister Kathy. When Yahushua said his kingdom is no part of this world, he means it. He knew what it was built upon. He knew it was built upon. It was demonically put together, and it is absolutely demonically monitored. Because it always has money. In order to keep people to get people to do what needs to be done, this system had to be put in place. This system needed to be put in place. There had to be different categories of people. You got your bottom people. You got a people over them. Then you got a people over them. It's class, different classes of people. You got some, hey, you think people out here that's say rich, they got boats, yachts, mansions, and things of that nature, and they love to show it off. They there for a legitimate reason. They've been put there demonically. That's what they've been put there to show off to everybody else. And it's pretty much the lower class of people. Hey, you work hard, and that's where the problem come in. When you start working hard. When you start working hard, you're doing overtime to get where they are at. And by the time you get, or if you get where they are at, you're going to be too tired to enjoy it. And then you may get sick before you get a chance to enjoy it because fear go kick in. You go to nurse the fear, and then the sickness is going to take you out the back door. When I say brothers and sisters, when it's messed up, the system is messed up. This is Satan's system. There is no questions about this. This is his system, and this is the way his system is set up. It's to fool you, to complicate your life, and for you to lose faith in the Most High. That's when it's all over said. That's what it's all about. This fight is, and this jealousy, truthfully, this is jealousy. No, it can't. That's one thing about cancer. It cannot. It cannot live in an alkaline body. The doctors will tell you that. That's one thing about it. So, brother, I mean, what? I mean, so when I say fighting fear, no, I'm literally saying, you need to fight fear because it's going to start in the mind. Do you know, brothers and sisters, if a woman believes that she's pregnant and she have it in her head that she's pregnant and she keep telling herself that she's pregnant, she will go through the whole pregnancy. Some stomach go get big and ain't no baby in there. But the fact that she told her mind and she's saying it in her mind, she gonna go through the whole routine of being pregnant, but will not deliver, not one risk, not one child. That shows you how strong the mind is, brothers. If you continue to tell yourself something, your body is going to start to believe it. Then not the Most High said, life and death is in the tongue. Brothers, is the tongue, your mind, is connected. It's what you tell yourself. So now take that knowledge, apply it to that fear. That's what it seemed like to me. But she says, let me tell you something, Sister Tracy. I was always on a treadmill, always did the incline and all that. I'd be on that treadmill for like an hour, 2 hours on the treadmill. I run for like 5 minutes, stop, walk, all that. I went to Africa and I went up there and I climbed the mountain, right? Sis, let me tell you something. Don't get me wrong now. I almost made it to the top. I said, look at me, y'all go ahead and go on up there. I'm gonna hold tight right here. Ooh, you talking about a Negro out of breath. I couldn't believe it. And I said, man, as much I be right. That mountain, sis, let me tell you something. But the other two brothers, they was well in their 60s. Walking up that mountain like it wasn't a thing. And I'm like, ain't this about a trip? What do you think we all healthy? I'm looking at these brothers. Come on, brother. I'm like, man, you better go. They start laughing at me. And I was like, man, ain't this something? And to see the brothers and sisters that live on the mountain, they walking up and down the mountain like they walking up and down the slide. I seen one brother, he went up there into the mountain to get some sticks. He come back with some sticks, a bundle of sticks to, get sticks for the food. Walking down the thing like it ain't no thing. I'm like, ain't this something? Now I'm still trying to catch my breath, Sister Tracy. Because I was like, whoa. No, the air wasn't thin. No. It may have, you know what? Hold on, Dave. You may have a point now. Hold on. Let me think about something. Because some of them mountain, the clouds was like, whoo, man, I mean, whoo, man. And it could have been that. But man, I got close to the top. I was like, Well, when they came back down, it didn't take them long. I mean, because I was somewhere closer, and but even though I think they was like maybe a 5-minute walk from me being at the top, and I was like, wow. And I'm gonna tell you something. And walking up the mountain, brother, to show you the incline, it's like you automatically your body is leaning into the mountain. You walking up. You gonna know that. That's one thing. Ain't no such thing as you walking on a level land. And so I was like, wow, okay. All right. But it just shows you, brothers, and their diet there is totally different. They don't believe in a whole lot of salt. They do not believe in a whole lot of sugar. And their pops, you will be you drink a pop, you're like, man, this stuff it's not sweet like it is here. Here is syrup. That's all it is. It's syrup. It is absolutely syrup. And then, a lot of suffering is going on here. These different types of diseases and things of that nature. And then you got these people who's you got you have the political side. You got people that got their political issues. No, it should be did this way. It should be done that way. I mean, you got a whole lot of stuff, but when it's all over said and done, you got to literally step away from the world. You literally have to step away from the world. And you got to go into the scripture and see, hey, what needs to be done personally. Because that's where we at right now. You can go out here, you can have the best job in the world right now. That's not going to stop these types of different diseases. When people get greedy with money, they go do anything to keep that money coming in. That's what they're going to do. In order for you to say, all right, let me just give you a good example. Let me see. No, I can't use that one. Hold on. They got to keep some people sick. You ever hear a child may have a peanut allergy? You didn't hear about that when we was kids, about nobody having no peanut allergy. But you hear about a lot of kids, they can't eat a peanut. Almond, they eat it, they get sick off the top. Boom. You got to get an EpiPen and stick them so they don't, because their throat swell up where they can't breathe. This is a problem right down to this very day. And it's something they did to the nuts. But it does not affect older people, but it affects the younger people. It's this stuff that they're putting in foods, brothers. So, but hey, they put this chemical or whatever in the nuts. They come up with an EpiPen. That's a business. That's in the medical field. Boom. I'm a billionaire instantly. They own diseases, and they have the ownership of the antidote. All the diseases, brothers and sisters, are owned by individuals. Well, let's take a flu strand, Ebola. Ebola is owned by a family of people. They own that disease. That's a known fact. People own it. So when their money start looking funny, what do? We need to drop this somewhere on this planet so when people get sick. What do they say? There's a report of cases of Ebola over here. Send in a humanitarian crew. They're the one who started it. The world is a very big gimmick. It's demonically put together. They swoop in, cause a sickness, walk in with white coats, and saying we got the cure. Well, we wouldn't been sick if you wouldn't have dropped it. This is the MO of this world. Your mission is you got to start fighting fear. You know what now, sister? I didn't know that about the Rothschilds. Now, Rothschilds. There's another one. Who is it? There's another family that's into it. The governor of Illinois. What's that guy's name? Pritzker. That's another family. They very big in the medical field. But when you got people that's doing that, that's coming up saying that they got this medicine, it's good. Trust and believe, brother. It may help something, but it's damaging something else, and it's going to cause this. So when they tell you that this medicine can cause you to have thoughts, suicidal thoughts, brothers, they go take that medicine. They say, wait a minute, this medicine has this in it, and it causes you to have suicidal thoughts. Brothers, they're going to use that as that's a chemical war. That's a chemical that they can use in a war. This is also showing how the construction of Satan's system is. They go, see, hey, we can make money off of this. If we can put this chemical in people's food. If we got too many people over here, what is the Deagle report talking about? I don't know if you brothers know about the Deagle report, but the Deagle report is something that this world came up with, talking about, hey, it's too many people on this planet Earth. They saying that like so many million or billions of people need to die off the earth in order for the earth to sustain a particular number of people. That's their report that they boldly put out there in the news. The information, rather. Always, no matter what medicine it is, brother, when man got his hand in it, there's going to always be some type of reaction to a medicine, period. Always going to be it. And please, what? Cancer? And that thing, the biggest thing that they're looking at is what? Radiation? We can burn that cancer out. Yeah. Radiation. But I tell you, this mindset, brothers, is going to start in the head. It starts in the head. That Deagle report. Now, wait a minute. You said, is it 500 million? Oh, wait a minute. Is it 500 million? Well, now the Deagle report. It's been about 2 years since I seen that report, and how many people they saying need to be off this planet. I can't really truthfully give a number. I know it was the number was up there. But then you got people that's making that decision. I ain't gonna say making the decision. That's putting it out there. But my thing is this: if you're saying that there's so many people need to be taken off the planet, you be the first to go. Then be the first person to go. Take the lead in what you're saying. This what needs to be done. You need to take the lead first. But they ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna do it. They're not going to do that. They enjoy breathing just as much as you do. They just got a demonic appeal to it. And the things that they're doing, demonically and scripturally based, they're doing things according towards an end of a system. And they're recognizing that this system is on its way out. That's what they're recognizing. They know this. But when it's all over said and done, brothers, when it's all over said and done, we're gonna have to fear is gonna be the one you're gonna have to attack. Fear. Once you attack fear and you leave and you put, I mean, the Most High being at that back door, truthfully, brothers and sisters, he don't supposed to be back there. But this is what we pushed him to. We pushed him back there. Yes, we did. We pushed him back there to the back door. Boom. He keep knocking. Let me in. I am life. I can help you. But you have a clear and present danger that this doctor is telling you, and you believe in that doctor more than anything in the world. And you got that back door. You got that person, and you got that one who got life at that back door, and he's telling you what's inside of you. It's a reason why that song was made. It's for us to mentally out in the head. He don't believe he should not be at the back door. And the moment we start to understand that, we put that into reality, that he's in the office with you and you, in your mind, that cancer cannot even take root. It will not, your body will not allow it to take root. You know, no. You know what, brother? They do have, you're right. They do have a cure for it. You do too. You do too. But when fear is a factor, brother, you blind. You're not hearing nothing. Fear is there. Fear is doing everything it needs to do. You're not hearing. You're not. Wait a minute. I ain't trying to hear all that. I ain't trying to hear all. I got the power in me. I'm not trying to hear that. What pill do I need to take? What medicine I need to take? Your diagnosis is darker. It's a whole lot darker. And cancer is going to tell you, nigga, I'm going to kill you anyway. You can take all of this. You can take all that radiation, all you want. I'm going to affect your tongue. I got your mind and this poor body of yours. It's going to melt away. And I'm going to allow your family to see you suffer, because I'm going to feed fear, not just into you, but into your sons, your daughters, your wife, her sisters, your brother's brothers, your mother, your father, their brother's brothers, your mother's, her sisters, her parents. That's how deep. That's the DNA factor of fear. Let people see it. Let them see it. It's going to be seared into the mind. Brothers, this is that time. I'm serious. This is that time. We need to start nipping it in the bud. Yeah, and I have some other songs that I'm working on. I got to put these things together and things of that nature, because I'm going to put them out, and yeah, they're gonna be. I had to go to the young kids. Well, to get that fire, because my mentality was this: take all the hate, the killing that these kids are so accustomed to. Use all that hate and put that hate towards fear. You hate fear. Take all of that hate and apply it to fear. Take all of that hate and apply it to cancer. You go start seeing minds open up. You go see a reconstruction of the mind and body. That's what you're going to see. So now the devil put out here, the devil got, he hit us with the entertainment. We all know about the 90s. That was the worst time for us. Now it's time for us to learn from it. It's time for us to take that, flip it, and what's so killing about it, it ain't the fact that you stepping away from it. It's the way you moving it. It's the way you maneuvering it. You want to talk about fear? You want to talk about hate? Take your hate, apply it to fear. Take that hate, apply it to cancer. Then you're going to start seeing a new breed of people. That's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to experience. No, you will not be seeing brothers and sisters standing around seeing somebody waste away. That's what you will not be seeing that. But this is that time in which we're living in. This is the time where we need to start standing. This is the time where we need to start living. The Most High said, you got it in you. Faith over fear. And where's faith coming from? Where do faith originate from? I seen some kids in the hospital. They just look terrible, miserable. I seen them looking miserable. Tubes, walking around with oxygen tanks, just looking miserable. And the parents, what do you think going through their heads? Not just fear. Well, parents start to succumb to. Let's start getting some making some funeral arrangements. This is the stuff that the parents got to go through now. When they have a child who's suffering from that now, this is the thing that goes through their head. Not a 6-foot casket. No, you got to get something smaller than that. Those little bitty small ones for babies who just really they ain't even started living. But fear. When I tell you this, well, we need to dig into this. We need to dig deep. I mean, when I say you need to start throwing blows, you need to start throwing some serious blows on sickness, on fear. Granted, sickness is a part of the last days. It is. This awakening is part of the last days, but you're different. Notice how I said it. You got life and death in your bones. He's telling you to pick life. Unfortunately, brother, due to the enormous amount of fear in us, we chose death. We speak death. And the only person that's sitting back and laughing at the situation is the devil himself. That's what he's doing. He's laughing. He's looking at these niggas. They got the life in them. Boy, and that's all it took. All it took is for me to introduce fear in them. And they sucking up fear like it's a smack brand new car. Times are changing. Times are changing. Keep feeding fear if you want to. That's going to be your decision. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do personally. But I'm not trying to feed into fear either. That's one thing. The day is going to come, and it's here. The ones who speak life going to get life. Those who want life going to get life. Those who desire life is going to get it. Keep on speaking death on yourself. You're going to eventually get it. You're going to get what you've been speaking on. And the Most High is telling you, keep speaking it. It's going to happen for you. If he got to walk away from you, he's going to walk away from you. He's going to let you go. However you want, you take up that conversation with him. Why you allow me to die? Well, you kept speaking death on yourself. Everything has already been put in place. Everything has already been put in place, and yet and still you chose death. I told you to choose life. You chose death. This is what we got ourselves accustomed to. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff that I hear that can cause any type of sickness. The Most High say he's going to destroy those who are destroying the earth. You got people, you got these people with all these different types of chemicals, and they just dump these chemicals in the ocean. Man has really messed up this planet when it's all over said and done. Man did this only because the love of money. He said, he's going to destroy those who are destroying the earth. They got a destruction in front of them, off the top. But brothers, trying to climb that ladder to be like them, no, brother, this is my encouragement. We're not trying to be like them. We way much more than them, truthfully, when it's all over said and done. Yahushua said, my kingdom is no part of this world. He means it. It is no part of it. Granted, yeah, brothers and sisters done some wonderful things. They have. The traffic light, the internet, the phone, the vehicle. I'm gonna just say this. Jack Daniel, the liquor, that's a black man. They did some things, but Yahushua said, my kingdom is no part of this world. And his kingdom, who is it? Who's part of his kingdom? Israel. Who is part of his kingdom? You people who are in captivity. This is the reason why you can't advance in front of any other nation. You wrapped in a kingdom that you don't even know nothing about. You're automatically excluded from getting into that system. If you manage to get into it, trust and believe you done got yourself into something that you may not find yourself getting out of. Because you done sold something to get into that world. That's what you have done. When he says kingdom is no part, he means it. This is the reason why, Israel, you brothers and sisters, you cannot advance in front of no one. You may end up getting a few dollars here and there. But to say you are this or that, no, you won't be able to say not in this system, you are not. Right now, you're looking at, we're at a point of, what do they call it? Come on now, it's on the tip of my tongue. We're at the point of deliverance. This is it. This is the deliverance time. This is not the end of the system. There's two different things that's supposed to happen. When Yahushua said, hey, you're going to see nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. That's true. He said, but the end is not yet. But your deliverance, he came back, broke it back, brought it back and said, but your deliverance is near. That's the thing that you're close to. This is where we at. This is the awakening time. Brothers, this is my encouragement in conclusion. Fight this fear. Fight it. Fight this fear that's killing us. When yeah, we gotta fight hundreds of years of it. We do. We got hundreds of years of fear to fight. We got it. From what? From the weave down to the food. We got to fight, and we start. Truthfully, brothers, when it's all of a said and done, you got to start doing. You got to start making. You got to be of your own. We got to put this stuff into place. Right now, it seems like it's absolutely impossible for us to come up with our own herbs. It's not. It's possible. It's just a matter of brothers and sisters working together to make sure it happens. There's a strong possibility that it can happen. You too, Brother Earl, and you be safe out there, brother. But this is where we are at, brothers. What are you going to do? Are you going to start fighting fear? Attacking cancer? Attacking your mind? Because when it comes down to it, you mothers and fathers who have a child that's battling cancer, your demeanor is going to dictate what happened to that child. The more you come in strong-willed, mother, father, for that child is going to feel that. You come in with those puppy dog eyes. Puppy dog eyes ain't nothing but my poor child going to die. That's all you're saying to your child. Do not even give that impression that your child is going to die. You got to start fighting fear. You got to start digging inside your flesh to pull out that spirit. That's what you got to do to save your child. That's what we have to do. You got to start attacking it. Yeah, brothers and sisters, you're going to hear a whole lot more. You're going to see a whole lot more music being posted. And it's going to be, I'm going to center in on fear until we get it. Now, what I'm doing, though, also in conclusion, like I was saying a couple of weeks ago, I'm taking on, trying to do, well, I ain't going to say no, trying to do. I'm doing videos. I'm trying to make this thing out for like a whole hour. And I'm not just talking about frame from frame. I'm trying to do it. Then the music that I do, I'm putting the music that behind it. But it's going to be, I'm trying to move it in a way. Well, I think more so I have to just show it. But I just really want to work on it until I get it down to a particular way. I want this thing to be seen, heard, and felt. That's what I want. And it's strictly for us. It's strictly for us. That's who it's for. And truthfully, it's going to, I'm talking about fear itself. Fear itself. Because that's the thing we have always fought. Well, we ain't fought against. We brought fear in. It ain't like fear got to hide. Fear knock on the door. Come on in. We got to start doing it differently, brothers, and that's just my encouragement. And you're going to hear me speak about this more and more and more until we really get a hold and start changing our mindset. Because truthfully, we're damaging ourselves with this fear. That's what we're doing. And we need to be lifting ourselves from it. And for you brothers and sisters, like I was saying, that y'all's at the back door, go back and listen to that song for me. Listen to it. It's the reason why he's at that back door. He's not at the back door for the nation, for the world. He's been pushed to that back door from his own people. Listen to the song. Listen to the song, and you'll see exactly, wait a minute, why is the Most High at the back door anyway? He humbly put himself back there because you pushed him back there, Israel. Now we coming and we waking up. He just asking you to open up the doors and let him in so he can heal you. That's it. That's it. Brothers, this time of the, when I say end of this captivity, let's leave fear with black eyes, big lips, couple of teeth missing, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take violence from us. That's what it's going to take. Take that violence that you got in the streets, apply it to the fear. Apply it to fear itself and see how strong you can become. Because truthfully, the more you give into fear, you're the weakest thing that ever walked on this earth. And with that, brothers and sisters, I would say shalom, and you all be safe out there. Let's strengthen up our minds. Encourage brothers. Pray for your brothers and sisters. Yeah, brothers and sisters are going through some things. And for those brothers and sisters that their faith is weak, hey, you brothers and sisters who got strong faith, hey, take up for your brothers and help them out. That's what we supposed to do, scripturally speaking. These are the things we're supposed to do. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Until next time, shalom, shalom, shalom.